Welcome to another episode of the Sean Farrell podcast. I am Sean Farrell. God is great all the time. All the time, God is great. Jesus Christ is Lord. This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Amen. So let us get right to it. So I saw all this last night. For people who watch this channel watch my videos daily, you know that I often talk about that suicide can affect anybody and it can touch anybody. It doesn't discriminate. It can touch anybody. It can impact anybody, from the everyday common man, the everyday common woman, the everyday truck driver, the everyday warehouse worker, the everyday fast food worker, the everyday stay-at-home mom, the everyday athlete, the everyday cheerleader, and it can impact anybody and it can touch anybody. Okay? And for those of you who watch my videos, that's a point that I talk about regularly. Well, after seeing this story last night, that point was reinforced again when I saw that Ric Flair's stepson ended his life by suicide, okay? Yes, the nature boy, Ric Flair's stepson, ended his life by suicide, okay? I have the story right in front of me right here. Sebastian Teller, he was 24 years old. Ric Flair's stepson ended his life by suicide. Okay? Ended his life by suicide. And his mom confirmed the news to TMZ. Let me see. Ric Flair posted this. He said, I'm so thankful for the time I had with Sebastian. I have so many great memories and bonding time with him as he grew up. He stood tall by his mother along with the whole family, Sophia, Paris, and Summer, while I was dying. He was so unselfish, sharing his mother with me as I was dying. And also at the passing of my son, Reed, he was a multi-talented, in everybody's eyes, a huge success and will always be remembered that way. It says Kidder is the son of Barlow and the previous marriage that she had with before marrying Ric Flair in 2018. Okay. And Ric Flair had actually been a part of Sebastian's life before the marriage. Okay. Man, that's a beautiful family right there. That's a beautiful family. Ric Flair did announce that he and Barlow were splitting up. Sebastian's mom, they were splitting up. And he actually released his first album. Sebastian had released his first album, and it was titled Under the Moon. He promoted his album on Good Day Atlanta, and he said that this album was inspired by a lot of pain, a lot of suffering, a lot of crying in a corner, and just hoping that words come out. And then he reversed course and said, "No, I'm kid. No, I'm just actually kidding." Um, it's actually very romance filled. That is probably the core of the album. A lot of sexual energy. There's a lot of lust in there. So something that people can relate to for sure. Um, also, Ashton also said that Ric Flair had given him a lot of advice. Um, and Ric Flair also lost to Ric Flair also lost a son to a drug overdose in March of 2013 after his daughter um, found found him in his hotel room of a overdose. All right. So suicide can touch anyone and does not discriminate. And it just kind of reinforces the point of you never really know what's going on in a person's life. You never really truly know what's going on in their lives. Okay. And see what they say, suicidal really doesn't have a look. It really doesn't have a look. Um, Ric Flair's stepson just released his first album, and still took his own life. There's there was just pain there that was never known. Pain there that was just never known, and there had to be an intense, dark, I can't get out, I can't escape, feel trapped type of pain that he was in. And when you're in that type of dark place, um, yeah, yeah. When you're in that type of dark place, it's damn near impossible to find your way back. It's almost impossible to find your way back to see a glimmer of a light. Okay, but yeah, things. I guess he was dealing with a type of pain that he just can't talk about. I guess he was dealing with the type of pain that he just can't talk about, just can't tell nobody about. And this is why I say that we need to talk more about suicide and mental health as a whole. Okay. And this is why we have suicide prevention walks. This is why we have um, these type of events um, to let people know that it is okay to share your story. It is okay to be vulnerable. Okay, it is okay to open up. Okay. Um, and I know sometimes some people that you open up to, they're going to disappoint you. I understand that they're going to disappoint you. Um, That's why it is so, it's important that you find a trusted person. You're not always going to find that trusted person. If you can't find that trusted person, you can always call 988. Okay? You can always call 988. Always. Because we're not going to judge you. You hear? We're not going to judge you. We're not going to be rude to you. We're not going to look down on you. Okay? We're going to have compassion, empathy. We're going to listen to you. And we're going to understand. Okay? And it's important. It's important to reach out. Okay? Now, like I said, the people you reach out to, they may disappoint you. Okay? But we won't disappoint you here over at 988. Okay? Because we will listen to you. And we want to hear your story. Okay? We want you to feel better. We want you to see the light. We want you to have hope. Okay? Okay? And hopefully Ric Flair's stepson's death by suicide will spark a conversation, not just among men and suicide and mental health in general, but it'll spark a conversation on mental health as a whole. But as we've seen the past couple of years, major celebrities have ended their lives by suicide. They talk about it for a week and then it just disappears. I remember when Twitch ended his life by suicide. They talked about it for maybe a week and a half at most, and then it just poof, disappeared. Okay. I do not know why this is still a taboo topic. Okay. I do not know why this is still a taboo topic. And hold on, let me just go to this. Let me go up to what Sebastian Teller's mom said. Wendy Barlow. Wendy Barlow said, "This is an epidemic with our young men and mental health. This is an epidemic with our young men and mental health." Okay. See, this is why we have events like suicide prevention walks. This is why we have events like suicide survivors of suicide day, which is coming up here in a couple of weeks. We just need to talk about this more. We really need to talk about this topic more. We have to talk about it. We have to talk about it. We have to discuss it. And we have to have hard conversations about mental health and suicide, because It's going to continue to happen. It's going to continue to happen. And hopefully this sparks a more expanded conversation about mental health and suicide in general. We'll see. We will see. But yeah. So I'm going to reinforce this point again. We need to talk about this. We need to talk about this. And we need to talk about this like we talk about the dangers of drugs. We need to talk about this like we talk about homicide. Because we see news of homicides on the news, okay? But when it comes to suicide, don't nobody want to talk about that, okay? So let's have a broader conversation. Let's have a more expanded conversation. Let's talk about suicide. Let's talk about depression. Let's talk about anxiety more. And when we do that, then we will be able to kick stigma out. And maybe people will start to come forward with their stories, okay? Now, let me just end with this. Somebody out there is going to need to hear this, but there are people out there who love and they care about you. There are people who think you matter, who matter to you more than you will ever know, okay? And you matter. You are loved. You're not a burden. All right? You matter more than you will ever know, okay? And don't let anybody ever tell you anything different, okay? All right. All right. That's it. That's all. I am out of here. God bless you all. Peace out.